Aloha, I'm Kiana Cayabyab, and you're watching Star News Live. Here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Hawaii health officials reported 3 more coronavirus-related deaths and 107 new infections today, bringing the total since the start of the pandemic to 285 fatalities and 20,522 cases. The U.S. coronavirus death toll, meanwhile, topped 325,000 today, with the nation now recording more than 3,000 COVID-related fatalities a day. Honolulu Mayor Kirk Caldwell said the latest Hawaii deaths were all on Oahu. Today's new statewide infection cases include 69 on Oahu, 15 on Maui, 13 on the Big Island, and 10 Hawaii residents diagnosed outside the state. Hawaii health officials said that 1,723 infections in Hawaii are currently active, and they reported 11 new hospitalizations today. As of Tuesday, Hawaii had a total of 61 patients with the virus in hospitals, with 15 of them in intensive care units and 12 on ventilators. State officials are warning Hawaii residents to beware of numerous scams tied to the rollout of COVID vaccines in the islands. Scammers often prey on fear to steal money or personal information, and Hawaii's Office of Consumer Protection says they are now exploiting the pandemic to entrap new victims. These latest scams include requesting payment to be placed on a waiting list for the vaccine or asking for a social security number or other personal financial information to receive the vaccine. Consumer protection officials say that Medicare, insurance companies, and reputable healthcare providers do not call people and ask for their social security numbers or for their credit card or bank account information. Office of Consumer Protection Executive Director Stephen Levin said that people should not open or respond to text messages and emails about COVID from unknown sources. He says people should simply ignore or hang up on anyone offering unsolicited services. A 2-car collision in Kailua Tuesday night killed a 26-year-old man and left another man in serious condition. The crash happened about 9:30 p.m. on Kalanianaole Highway at Kapaa Quarry Road. Police said the driver of a car traveling south on the highway made an illegal U-turn and broadsided another car driven by a 53-year-old man who had the green light. The driver of the first car lost control and crashed into the guardrail. He was killed, and his 26-year-old passenger was seriously injured. The man who died was not immediately identified. This was Honolulu's 53rd traffic fatality in 2020, compared with 50 at the same time last year. A controversial proposal to develop a casino resort on Kapolei lands set aside for Native Hawaiians was narrowly approved by the Hawaiian Homes Commission. The proposal now heads to Governor David Ige for his consideration. If Ige approves, he could submit a bill to the upcoming state legislative session to allow development of a casino. The Hawaiian Homes Commission voted 5-4 margin to approve the plan for a single casino on a commercial parcel that is part of the land trust created a century ago for Native Hawaiians. Several commissioners said they didn't have enough information to make such an important decision and wanted to consult Hawaiian beneficiaries before making the decision. But Commission Chairman William J. Isla Jr. warned that a delay in the vote would doom the proposal and leave the Hawaiian Homes Department stuck with huge financial shortfalls. Isla said postponing the plan for a year would allow the Las Vegas casino industry to lobby Hawaii lawmakers to kill the measure, so they can block any competition to that city's popular gambling attractions. Finally, U.S. Senator Brian Schatz says Honolulu is in line to receive a federal extension on a deadline to develop final plans for the city's rail project. Honolulu is required to submit a viable plan to the Federal Transit Administration by the end of this year or risk losing a $25 million federal grant. Schatz, a member of the Senate Appropriations Committee, said he worked with congressional leaders to include a 1-year deadline extension in the coronavirus relief appropriations package. He said the Honolulu Authority for Rapid Transportation and the city must revise their financial plan and come back with a workable new plan for the last 4 miles of the rail project. City officials fear that the actual cost of the rail's final leg to Ala Moana Center will be much higher than the $1.6 billion budget that they have budgeted.